Look at me. Go.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to hit you. 3. 218. Stop. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
30 base. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, it's Hicks, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now. It's Hicks, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. McDonald. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta. Mark 55.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. 52's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check. 52.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
The mic.
Hey. Ready.
Williams. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Yeah.
On second down, it's Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Ready? 90, full.
And again this time to the tailback. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
Come on,
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Williams. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
What we got?
Williams. And he spins past him and into space. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Ravens 31, Dolphins nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to slither by. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come to my work.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, but they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Let's go, fellas.
Got it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, man up.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Hicks. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Hicks. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
It's our field.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 43.
Look at me. Zipper.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I know he ain't got it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
No. Back, get it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd down, it's Hicks, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
On the ball,
On 4th down, McDonald. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Ready to break.
Mike Batu.
X3, 218, chop it.
Check nickel. Check it back.
Ready.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end.